Statesman Nation, we're here with Todd Hafner as we preview Week 4 of the 2018 season. The Statesman going down to Kansas to face MidAmerica Nazarene on Saturday. Going to be a hot day, all that fun stuff, but September, it's football season, that's just what it's going to be.
That's right. It's going to be like off and on for the next month or so, with all the weather and things like that. So we both have to play in it, so it doesn't really make any difference.
We don't have a hurricane.
So we're playing the game.
We're getting it in.
We're very fortunate compared to the people on the East Coast right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. Recap last week, as I said off air, that was, in my opinion, the best I've ever seen the Statesman football team play in 14 and a half years now that I've been here. I mean, you guys were just, everything was electric.
Well, the whole stadium was electric, and it was a lot of fun. And, we asked our kids to make some changes last week, and they did. And, we asked them to change their attitude. We asked them to change how they played. We asked them to play with more enthusiasm. We asked them to play more team football, and they did all of those things. And so, it's just one of those things that everything fell into place. We played great on offense, defense, and special teams. Our kids were into the game. Even our kids on the boundary were into the game. Everyone was just. It felt like a team, and it felt like how we want our kids to be. And hopefully we can carry that over from last week into this week. And but as far as the way our kids played, we couldn't be any more pleased.
Yeah. We were joking up in the press box about this. Not that Alex Crehan didn't do a tremendous job relieving Tyler Wood there for that game and a half, but with Tyler back, we said that the T. Wood effect kind of took control a little bit. Did anything special that he brought to the game last week? It just seemed like everything was clicking better, but again, everything clicked better. So I guess you can't just say, bringing him back. Yes, it definitely helped, but
I think that Alex brings more of a power type runner,
right,
and Tyler brings a little bit more versatility, and so I think that going into the Baker game, I think they knew how to bottle us up a little bit, and if we had had Tyler, would we have beat him? I don't know, but we do have a little bit different mindset going into games when we have Tyler as when we have Alex, and there's a place for both for sure. But Tyler played great. I think our kids kind of got a second wind, or for lack of a better way to put that, I guess. But I think there was just a different energy when Tyler came into the game, and Tyler brings a little bit of bubbly personality too. So
he's a leader.
He is.
Getting him back on the field, it's one thing for him to lead on the sideline and be able to cheer him on. Rah rah, but getting on the field, and everybody had been buoyed by that.
Well, exactly, and we're starting to get some of our injured players back. We get a couple more back this week, and Sione Mafu and Hayden Stender will both be back this week, and so we're getting healthy. Hopefully, we can continue to play great team football, and we can get on a run here.
Yeah, like I said, with everything just clicking. I mean, you had the huge hit by Hunter Bean that has become, a viral sensation, so to speak. Not as much as even Coach Norberg, but it was close.
Right. It was close.
We had quite the week of Twitter this past week. But in addition to that, then you also have Brandon Davis, stepping up and returning a punt. So, like I said, it wasn't that just one person had this monster game. Everybody had really big plays throughout, and we've got big pressure on the quarterback as well. So.
Well, and Torian Rollinson returned an interception for a touchdown. So we scored on offense, defense, and special teams. And it's hard to do. Yeah. And the fact that we did it says a lot about where our kids were mentally. And it takes that kind of effort every week to win games in this conference. And so we have to continue to learn from that. Learn from the first 2 weeks of how we don't want to do it, and then last week how we do want to do it. And I think that I think our kids did that. I think we're looking forward to playing a game. I'm a little bit nervous that we were looking so forward to the game that we may forget to practice, but that wasn't the case. And I thought we had another great week. I think our kids are starting to gel more and more every day, and we get to get on a bus and go spend the night and get up and play on ESPN3. I mean, there we go. So just a lot to be enthusiastic about and a lot to look forward to.
For sure. What do you see from the Pioneers? They have another situation of a very versatile quarterback. He's coming off a week where I think he passed over 200 yards, rushed for over 100, so very similar to what Bridges had last week. What are you looking to do to contain him? It's probably the same. Game plan.
It's a little bit. He's a little bit different. than Bridges was in the fact that Bridges created everything.
Right.
MidAmerican's they're gonna set plays up for him. And so, that's a little bit easier to defend, to be honest with you.
Right.
You can make sure you're running guys at him. You can spy him. You
just have to be disciplined.
Right, and so it's like defending the option a little bit. So he can throw it. He can run it. He is very versatile. They have skill players all over. Their running back's really good.
Right.
And they return 3 or 4 guys up front on offense. So, they're going to be very good on offense. They've changed some things from last year on defense. They have a lot of the same players, but playing some different positions and things like that. So, we think we know what we're going to get defensively, but we really never know until we get there. But we're prepared. Again, I think our kids had a great week, and I think we have a great game plan, and we'll go see what we can do.
Definitely. Then I guess, like you mentioned on defense, I think they run a 4-3, right? Yeah,
they're 3-4
or 3-4. Sorry, I guess maybe I didn't read their 2 deep break. But either way, anything in particular on defense? You said that they have switched up where people are setting up, but I mean, I know it's the option, and you just kind of do what we're just going to do. What we're going to do, and if they can stop us, then we'll adjust from there.
The thing about what we do is we limit a little bit what they can do. They're not a big blitz team. They're a really good coverage team. They do rush the passer, and so they do a lot of things really well.
Right.
So again, it's about us doing our assignment, the quarterback getting the ball to the right person, and hopefully, on the edge and some different things, we can get some blocks made and get some big plays out of what we're trying to do.
Right, definitely. Finally, keys to success coming off a huge win like that. Obviously, the first thing is you don't want to have a letdown. You don't want to, and it didn't sound like you have with practice. You guys came in and said back to business. I mean, that doesn't mean that we just won the Super Bowl.
Well, winning's fun.
We won, but we have to continue now.
Yeah, and I think that's the key. How are we going to respond to the way we played last weekend? Are we going to let it propel us, or are we going to let it hold us back? Because it could do both. And so, with the week that we've had of practice, I think that we're going to be just fine. We feel good about our kids. We've got kids, again, coming back from injury that we haven't had for a while. And that really what that does is that creates a lot of depth for us. So, so hot day, maybe need some of that depth, and go down and try and win number 2.
That's right, and get back to 500.
That's right,
and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
I said last week was win number 1 out of 9 straight going into the playoffs. So
hey,
this is just the next step. This is number 2 of 9.
If you say so.
Yes, exactly. No pressure. Just saying things. Nobody listens to me anyhow.
Wait a second, I do.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That just shows how smart you are.
Right.
All right.
All right, guys.
You can only imagine how much we can actually make each other laugh, even though we're not funny at all.
We're not funny.
Yes. But 2:30 start. So yeah, it will be about right there the hottest part of the day, but hopefully it'll cool off as it's going on a little bit. But yeah, 2:30 start down in Olathe, Kansas. So if you can't catch the game, it's going to be on in so many different other options. ESPN3, MediaCom, KSMO down in the Kansas City area. So lots of opportunities to catch Coach Hafner and the guys looking for win number 2. Again, keep that winning streak going.
All right, thanks. We'll try.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yep.